is enough, and it's time for a change.
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some
Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them Sugar Sugar.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold Simpson!
Oh, son of a bitch, if you just heard the glass shatter, that's right, it's the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 173, right here on BOC Nation and Swerve Talk, and I am the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, and I am joined by my partner in crime, the Welsh Wizard, the gal them Sugar Sugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Also joined by my other partner in crime, it is the no shady Tom Brady.
What up, everyone? Here we are. Battleground predictions. It's come around real fast. There's been so much wrestling this week. So much to watch.
So much to watch, so much to go
to
through.
see.
It's just so much madness going on. The Lucha Underground's finished. Like, it's just crazy. As Shugs mentioned last night, Broken Matt Hardy is changing the world. This guy. Shugs, how you been, man? It's been a while to obviously the listeners, but me and you, we was out yesterday. But yeah, how you been?
Yeah. Just, finishing off work. Got that 6 weeks off for the summer. But it's not even 6 weeks anymore. It's probably like 5.5. Like wagon wheels. They just keep getting smaller.
Oh my god. And listeners would like to know, how is the knee?
The knee's good, actually. I got like my final appointment on the 4th of August. So then hopefully they'll say, just sign me off and I'll just be ready to just go back like Rollins.
Nice.
Ready to go. Just ready to go.
Change my moveset, everything, just like ready.
Rebuild,
Get rid of the
redesign, reclaim.
Get rid of the blonde streak, everything.
Exactly.
So Segheads, me and Shugs went out yesterday. We went to a local show, Pro Wrestling Chaos, and we had Chris Hero at the show. We also had Shane Strickland, who's Killshot in Lucha Underground, and we also had the man Will Ospreay, and they were involved in a 6-man tag match. This was Will Ospreay, Mark Andrews, and I believe it was, who else was in his team? Will Ospreay, Mark Andrews, and Paul Robertson. They were facing off against Killshot, El Negro, and Kirby. Now, this match was fucking off the chain. Shugs, tell them.
Yeah, just like, I think you quoted it best when you said it was on the edge of being overbooked, but it just like kept outside of, so it was just like a sick match, just moves from everywhere. The sequences, like, obviously if they're doing these indie shows, like, you don't know how much time they get to work together, and they just killed it. It was like everything was smooth. It was just like such a good match.
And the ring was small. We were saying it was like a 4x14, we think. Yeah. And it was just small. So we didn't understand how these guys were doing front flips over this. These guys were doing planchas over this ring. The guardrails were like so close to the ring. All kind of madness was going on. Will Ospreay did his cartwheel into a backflip like over the ropes. It was crazy. But the best thing about the whole show was this one kid. This one kid behind us. He must have been about 12, 13. And he was going for it. He was cussing the heels down. Shugs, just let the people know what kind of shit this kid was saying.
It was just like, if they were doing any like moves or anything, he was just like balls sweat. When he was just like shaking everything, and he was just like, all right. And the one guy's like, go back to Newcastle. Go back to Newcastle. And then somebody was like, he's from Birmingham, and he's like, go back to Birmingham. He was just like sending for everyone. And then he just like come up with like the all-time line, and he's just like, DJ Khaled, and again. And I was just like, what has this kid been listening to?
The heel was the baby face kept kicking the heel, and all I heard was, do it again, Go on, DJ Khaled, and another one. I was like, oh, shit. This kid, he was going for it. And then he ended up getting cussed by this woman because he kept swearing and stuff. He's like, you fucking pussy. It's like, you pussy. He just getting cussed. It was too much. But yeah, the matches were crazy. Wild Boar against Pete Dunne. That was nuts. And then the main event was Chris Hero against Eddie Dennis, the pride of Wales. He got his face fucked up. So many discus forearms to the face. Kicks to the face. It was horrible. Anyway, we had a fun time. We had a good time. Right, let's kick into the show. Anyway, Sunday Segue, episode 173. Make sure you check out our website, the Sunday Segue podcast.wix.com. Also, make sure you check out our Twitter. That's at Sunday Segue, spelled SEGUE. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel on iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher. Don't forget to download that Double Twist player. There you are. Okay, Mr. No Shady.
Yep.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out this week to Across the Pond Wrestling on Twitter. I've been chatting to them this week, doing some real good stuff, loads of like reviews and things like that. So check those out if you can see those.
Okay, shout out to James. Chugs, any shout-outs?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I want to give a shout out to that one you at the back of the show yesterday, the DJ Khaled and another one. That's my shit now. That's my shit. All right, so I want to give a shout out, obviously, to our business partners in crime, Max Wrestling Podcast. You would have listened to them before us on VOC Nation. Make sure you check that out. Also want to give a shout out to You What Gaming YouTube show. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Custom Wrestling Figures, where you can get any wrestling figures custom made. If you want, you can get them custom made of yourself. Make sure you go to their Twitter and quote Sunday Segue and you will get a promo. Also Courage, make sure you check out Courage Club 9. That's at _ Courage CRG. Make sure you follow the cause. 25% of all shirt sales go to Bristol Mind mental charity, so make sure you mental health charity, so make sure you go and check that out and buy a t-shirt. New t-shirts are out now. Right, let's get on with the show. So the question for the show is Tom Brady today. Was the WWE Draft fair?
Was it fair? See, that's a different question because a lot of people have been saying, was it good? And I thought I think the draft is quite fair. And I think it was quite good. I didn't think the show itself was presented amazingly. I thought they could have done that a lot better. But the only thing I disagree with, I don't think the women's division on SmackDown can stand on its own. I don't think that's a viable thing. But I think the draft's pretty fair, in my opinion.
Okay, Shugs, what did you think? Did you think it was fair? Did you think it was good, bad?
I suppose, like, obviously Raw needs to have more wrestlers because it's a longer show. But then it was just like, I don't see why like they had to go first, and you know there was no explanation for the things like that. So maybe they have 3 picks for every 2. That's fair enough. But then it's just like, why did they have to go first?
Yeah. I don't. It just, for me personally, I just felt it was just like so lopsided. Raw, it's just like they kept talking about the flagship show, Raw being the flagship show. It just felt so lopsided. And then when you look at the picks and you read it out, right? Let me just read out the names on Raw, right? Seth Rollins, right? Charlotte, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, New Day, Sami Zayn, Sasha Banks. I'll stop there, right? That's just 8 I've called out. Let me call the first 8 on SmackDown, right? Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, John Cena, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, Becky Lynch, The Miz, Baron Corbin, American Alpha. Right. Now, those names don't coincide at all. They're not consistent. It's clear. Raw is better than the other. Then you add the others. Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens,
Cesaro.
Cesaro, Enzo and Cass, fucking Gallows and Anderson, all on Raw, right? Then you go into SmackDown, Alberto Del Rio, Kalisto, Kane, Dolph Ziggler. It just goes, the Ascension. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Plus, it looks like Raw have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more stars than SmackDown does. It's just, yeah. Anyway, Shugs, what do you reckon about the GMs?
Yeah, I think it's a good choice, like bringing Daniel Bryan back on TV. But I think, like you said about Stephanie and Mick Foley, the thing is, it's like, if it's two heels, then you've just got a heel show and a babyface show sort of thing. You know, one's run by babyfaces, one's run by heel. So I think they needed somebody to, like, sort of freshen up Stephanie McMahon's character. So I think, like, the Mick Foley, whether you see, like, her turning Mick Foley into a heel, or whether you see him, like, trying to get the good side out of Stephanie McMahon, or however it works, it's going to be interesting. Whereas there's no relationship at all between Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
they're just two guys.
I worry a little bit about Daniel Bryan, you know. I wonder if this is going to be, if his yes and all that is going to be watered down real fast when he's not actually wrestling, and people are going to get real bored of it. And I don't know. I just got the feeling, you know, as soon as Ambrose won the match on Tuesday, it was straight into the yes. Like, there was no time for Ambrose to celebrate, and that was like, it's cool. Like, I love the yes stuff, but people are going to get real bored of that real fast if he's not actually wrestling, and it's doing over another star. I don't know. Like, it's weird.
It is weird. It is. Foley, for me, I wouldn't have had, but then again, Shugs brings up a good point. Now, what if he turns a heel? That'd just be sick. And then we were talking yesterday, and I was just thinking, well, imagine if JBL was the heel one for Raw. That would just be that would be sick. And then I thought, okay, go one further. You want something fresh? Imagine if Corey Graves was the GM. It's just new stuff, you know, keeps it fresh, and it still keeps the announcer team fresh. But nice segue into that. Shugs, what do you reckon about the announcing changes?
I think I would have preferred Graves to be with Mero. I think that would have been like sort of like a dream team. But, you know, I think it's good. But then it's just like, I don't know. I don't know why they need a 3-man team. That's the way they're going. Because like Saxton and Atunga are just shit.
The token blackheads.
Exactly. Just dead guys, man.
Ronaldo's got screwed on SmackDown now. He's got flipping JBL one side of him, who's just going to shout ball game every like fight, and then he's got Atunga who offers nothing. I don't agree with the commentary choices. Like you say, I think 2 men is perfect certainly for Maro. Like, look at the CWC, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into the CWC later. But yeah, let's talk about the way that they did the NXT picks. Shugs made a good point yesterday that they didn't even have any explanation as to why they picked these 6. You know, why these 6? It's just like, oh, Mojo Rawley. Like we're all meant to know who he is. Like, we're all meant to be hyped about him. No pun intended. Like, it's just like, it was just so dead. It had no explanation. But Brady, what do you think of the picks, the NXT picks?
I think before the show, I sort of thought I'll try and predict 6 people. I thought Finn obviously was coming up. I thought American Alpha were coming up as well, and I thought Nia Jax would come up. But other than that, the other 3 are strange picks. Mojo, I can understand. He's going to job out on SmackDown probably, and I think he's quite good off screen. You know, I don't really rate his character that much, but I think he's a proper stellar dude, and he'll do a lot of Make-A-Wish stuff, I reckon. That's why he's up. Carmella's a weird one because she's not with Enzo and Cass. And Alexa Bliss, another one that's kind of weird because I thought she was going to get more of a run in NXT. She's getting better and better, but she's still got to get main roster ready. I don't think she's quite ready yet. So like you say, it was kind of strange because them 3 at the end were just sort of like, oh, we picked these 3 as well. There they are. Yeah. Like, American Alpha got a little bit of build-up from Daniel Bryan speaking. Finn Balor got, basically, he was the third, the third pick, so... He was the third pick Raw, of Raw, yeah. So that's a massive, boost to him. But the rest were just sort of like, oh, there they are as well. So enjoy those 2.
For me, it was annoying. I would definitely have Alexa over Nia just because she's been there longer. She's actually kind of paid her dues and she knows what she's doing with her character. Nia, on the other hand, guarantee she comes up, she's still smiling. Guarantee she comes up, she's still smiling. Unless they're going to book her like a beast and she knows how to be a beast and act like a beast and just don't take no shit. She doesn't even need to talk. She does not even need to talk. She just needs to just... Shugs, remember when she just threw Bayley through that door?
Exactly.
That's it. Just fuck people up. Like, look how Natalia's carrying on at the moment with Becky Lynch. any chance she gets. There's no talking. She's just fucking her up. She's coming down to ringside and just dealing with her. Like, she just needs to do that. But yeah, Carmella, nah, I just wouldn't. Nah, she's just it's too gimmicky. I don't think she's ready. But Shugs, on the other hand, why do you think that they didn't pick the likes of Samoa Joe, Nakamura, Bayley, Asuka?
I don't think they're ready. Like, no, they're ready to be on the main show, but I don't think there's no storylines for them. You know, they've probably got shit planned out already. You know, so maybe like Finn Balor go up to rejoin the club. So there's a role for him there, and then you've got storylines for everyone else to go, but maybe they got nothing for him. It's like if they bring Nakamura up, he needs to be main event straight away. And what are they going to do with him at the moment?
True.
I think they should have Joe come up. I really think Joe should have come. I think he's done everything in NXT now, and he's ready. And I think SmackDown certainly could have had Joe. Like,
oh man,
he would have ran over half the people in SmackDown. Like, if you look at the top 3 faces, Ambrose, Cena, Orton, then the top 3 heels, Styles, Wyatt, and Miz. Like, Joe's better than certainly Miz, probably Wyatt. He's not as good as Styles, but he'll be right up there. Like, I don't really understand why they didn't pick him.
They need heels on that show. They
Real
need heels
bad.
on that show badly. So it won't surprise me if Nakamura wins the title, and Samoa Joe comes out the next night on Raw. It would not surprise me after SummerSlam if you just turned up on, because you got to think these guys now that will come up. Me and Shugs talked about this last night. They have to replace these guys, which means these guys have to lay on their back before they come over, right? So at some point they're going to lay on their back. They need to get the others who are replacing them over. Your Bobby Roodes, your Austin Aries, your Hideos who's coming back, your Hideos. Then the women like Ember Moon, your
Billie Kay.
What's it called? The Billie Kays and all of them. They need to get those women over. Plus, they got some women there that they need to properly build up, and they're going to need your Asukas, and you're going to need, the rest of them that's there to help them get through. They need another hand, though. With the women, they need another hand down there to get them guys over. So, again, they're probably going to be free agents. Well, they are going to be, seen as free agents, Samoa Joe and Nakamura and the rest of them. So, won't be surprised if they use them as trump cards to trump each other.
I'm worried about that as well, though. If it's going to become, a Shane Stephanie, I've got this guy. Oh, but we've got this guy like a one-up contest for like months and months and months till we get the inevitable SmackDown versus Raw at Survivor Series, and then we probably get it at Mania as well. Like,
yeah, the usual.
Yeah.
Shugs, let's talk about the promos. We saw some really good promos. We saw some bad promos. Let's talk about the bad promo. Let's talk about Kalisto. This guy, Shugs, decided to come out and he wasn't ready.
I just think that obviously this is the problem when everything they do is like scripted, So he's been on SmackDown most of the time. So, he's doing like pre-tapes or it's recorded, or you get to go again if you balls up. And then all of a sudden, he's just stuck with a live mic in front of his face and he just went to shit, basically.
I just think he's just going to do that real good something lucha thing, It was so bad. Like, that was... honestly, I can't remember worse promo. Like, Eva Marie is a better promo than that. Like, I'm serious. I'm genuinely serious. That was horrendous. Also, Kalisto on SmackDown when the Cruiserweights are on Raw... Like, that's bizarre to me, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I thought it was terrible. I assume your good promo you're going to talk about is Cesaro. So,
well, yeah, Cesaro and Kevin Owens. I'll leave Kevin Owens to Shugs, but Cesaro, Brady, what did you think about Cesaro's shoot promo?
Yeah, just said like Kalisto, that's his worst promo, and this is Cesaro's best by a mile. Like, awesome. I love the I can talk, I can process thoughts in my head and they come out of my mouth. Loved that line. Loved how he basically like shot all over the GMs and stuff like that. Like, he wants to just wrestle. I thought it was perfect. It fits his character really well. I thought he didn't trip over any words because he could just say what he wanted to say. It's not even saying what you want to say because it's obviously a work shoot. It's the fact that he could just, say. He didn't have to say lines. He could just say what he was thinking. Like, I love that.
Yeah, it was just I think sorry, the reason I just sent something is we'll talk about later. It's about the logos, but yeah, the reason I think that Cesaro definitely needed that is because now when he comes onto obviously Raw, he's got something that he can use, even more with his character. And it's just a shame WWE didn't show it on fucking WWE.com. Like, they've just got rid of it. They're not going to show it again, which is annoying. So you had to have watched it, to see it. But it was just great the way he took. The way he was like justifying it as well. It's like, the reason why I stumble over my words sometimes because I speak 5 fucking languages. Like, you know what I mean? I know, he's afraid that on Raw it's all going to be about Mick Foley and Steph. I love that. Yeah. So that was great. Shugs, Kevin Owens on the other hand, what did you think about his promo?
Yeah, it's just like, he's just got his character down to like a T at the moment. Do you know what I mean? He's like on a roll, every time he's on the mic, it's just like quality. And like, you can see that he's just a perfect heel. And he come on and he's just like, I'm not happy because all these fucking idiots got chosen in front of me. Yeah, but then even then he keeps up and he's still like doing what he should do because he's like, I can understand Rollins and these going in front of me, but Sami Zayn, Cesaro, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, when he dashed the T-shirt, I was just like, I am wearing this shit. Do you know what I mean? Pick me higher and I'll wear your T-shirt. It's just like, so sick.
Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling, Renee? He was like, why are you smiling, Renee? Like, does it look funny to you? He's like, you see, you always do this. Why are you smiling? I love that. He's called her out on the bullshit. Yeah, that's great. I mean, we see a lot of new stuff is going to happen, a lot of future plans. Yeah. Obviously, there's going to be a massive shift within the NXT realm, with a lot of guys moving on, which means WWE are targeting loads and loads and loads of new talent from CMLL. WWE are after Velado Jr. Brady.
Yeah, 100% go for him after the Super Juniors. He was great.
Tommy End. Yeah, if that happens, that's just going to be nuts. Big Damo,
come on. That's what I want to see.
They haven't got a guy like that, and he knows what he's doing. He would, Big Damo. And
Noam Dar.
Noam Dar, like, they're going to sign, they've signed a lot from the CWC. So, I mean, we're going to go into that a little bit later. Yeah. But, the logos, guys, just before we go to a break, the logos, okay? I just sent in the chat what the new logo for Raw and SmackDown looks like. Thoughts, please.
Do you want to go first, Shugs?
I need to find them first. You go first.
I'll go then. SmackDown live basically looks like Impact, and the Raw one is hideous. Hate it.
It looks retro, innit?
It looks retro, but like, why is the W an upside down M? Like, it's not a W. Like, it doesn't. I think they could have done better. That's why. For a multi-million-pound business, I think, and that's the best they've come up with. I think that's crap, to be honest.
SmackDown.
Oh, I'm throwing shade. God.
Yeah. You said you would never do it, man.
No, I don't know. I don't like him. I don't think they're good.
SmackDown does look like Impact, but also looks like Saturday Night's main event.
It does, yeah.
Like and Raw just looks like old school Raw. It just looks, just looks weird.
Yeah, I just think they look a bit poorly done. Do you know what I mean? Like, where's all the like? If that's what they chose, then the other ones must be really shit.
Yeah.
yeah. Shugs, you could have done better than that on fucking Paint.
Exactly, mate. Won't even need Photoshop.
No. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes it's just like they try to go simple in the wrong areas. They try to go simple in the wrong areas. Anyway, we're gonna go to a break right now. So you can hear from our sponsors at VOC Nation, and then we'll be back talking CWC, and we will have our predictions for WWE Battleground. So don't you miss it.
This is King Kong Bundy, and you're listening to the VOC Nation.
Hey, I'm the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, telling you fans worldwide to visit VOCNation.com. VOC Nation gives you top-notch interviews with the hottest guests, the latest news, and lots of fun from the greatest team headed by the voice of choice. Hey, take it from me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. VOCNation.com is the place to go, baby.
And we're back, Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 173. It's your boy, Kinny Killa, out here with the Gyardom Sugar Shugs and the No Shady Tom Brady. Right, CWC. Shugs, have you managed to watch it yet?
No, because I was too tired. I got to the last match, and that's the one you told me to watch.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's most of.
I watched the other ones.
Oh, that's cool. That's enough. Brady, you've seen it, haven't you? Yeah. Right, so let's go into it anyway. Episode 2, I thought was better than episode 1. Episode 2, we got to see a lot of new guys. I was very, very impressed with Mustafa Ali. I knew I was going to get from Lindsay Dorado, but Mustafa Ali definitely surprised me. Shugs, you remember you saw a move like the Wave to the Future that Osprey did last night, which was that jumping backflip.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali did that off the top rope. Like, that was nuts. Akira Tozawa. WWE have signed Akira Tozawa. He impressed me. His heelness, that what's it called? Shooting snap.
Snap German.
German.
Disgusting.
Horrible.
So good.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah. Who has surprised you so far in episode 2 anyway of the CWC?
I'd say Damac was the one who surprised me the most. I thought he was great. I didn't really like his gimmick of the whole Michael Jackson thing, but when he was in the match doing that like clapping and kicking thing, I loved that. I thought TJ was awesome, but I knew he would be, so it was like that was he didn't surprise me because he was always going to be amazing. Loved the dabbing when he was doing those like head spin things. It's really good. I thought that was the best match on the show. I didn't think much of the Tajiri match. Don't think it really got going, that one. Ali, like you say, awesome. Dorado, awesome. Tozawa, really good. And Johnson, I thought was really good. And I think he's one they could. He's not ready for NXT yet, but I'd definitely sign him. I think he could be real good.
James, what did you think of some of the guys that you saw on episode 2?
Who was the Lucha guy?
Yeah, so that's Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah, I thought he was good. I like that. And then, like the guy who beat up Damac. I don't know what his name is, man. I was all WrestleDate last night. But yeah, those matches are good. And then obviously I still got like the last match to watch. But like I just like the presentation of the show, the way they present it. So it's like they present it almost like UFC or something like that. Yeah. Like it's a proper show. The graphics are good, everything's good. It looks completely different from a WWE show,
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts, Shugs, on Morrow and Daniel Bryan together on commentary?
Well, yeah, I think they're a good match, obviously, because like Daniel Bryan's like really passionate about it, because this is him really, innit? He'd be one of these guys, do you know what I mean? And I just, obviously, everything Morrow does is just like, it's just shit hot.
It just turns to gold, man. Give him anything, it turns to gold. Brady, I want to know your thoughts on Damian Slater, because I was really impressed with Damian Slater, and I could see him in NXT.
I thought he was good. But I thought the match I thought he was wasted a bit against Tajiri, I didn't think like Tad just looked on it. I don't know. He looked a bit slow, to be honest. I love him, but he looked a bit slow, I thought. I don't know. But I think is he signed or?
I'm not sure. I've heard some rumblings, but I'm not too sure. I know Tozawa signed. I know Ibushi signed. Dorado signed. And
someone else has signed from the last episode. Someone else has signed.
Someone
else from the first episode anyway. But it's Grand Metalik.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good. But I thought the first week was better personally. I thought there was better. I enjoyed all the people apart from Ho Ho Lun on the first week, and some of them this week I didn't think were so good.
Yeah, Ho Ho Lun, man, he's not ready.
Nah, he's green, man. He is very green.
All right, let's go to our predictions for Battleground. Let's bring up the card. Okay, so we got one pre-show. There's 9 matches. We've got one pre-show match. So the pre-show, we've got the Usos versus Breezango. Shugs, who takes that down? Shugs, you there?
Who cares, man?
Yeah, you're here.
Like I said, who cares?
But just give a prediction, man. Which one? Shugs? Hello? All right, I don't know.
I think Shugs is gone. Oh, Cutty's dropped.
We've got some technical difficulties with Shugs.
Brady. You know, throwing shade never pays off, does it? Know what I mean? I'm going to Usos. They'll get the fans going a little bit early on. Like, for some reason, kids still love him. So, easy.
Okay, so let's see who we got next. Let's just talk about let me just get this up again. Sorry. Let's just talk about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and the fact that they are both on the same show. Now, this has surprised me because I thought this was going to be the be or end all. Thought this was going to done. So what's happening here? Are they going to continue it? Are they going to maybe get some kind of gimmick match at SummerSlam? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I was thinking they were going to either Zayn and Owens or Styles and Cena. I thought it'd be on separate brands. Just basically split them and then Mania have their payoff. Do you know what I mean? Like, but Zayn and Owens, they must get some special match at SummerSlam surely then. I'm going to go Zayn for this one because Owens already has a clean win. And I think Zayn could use one against him. But I don't think they should do that, but I think that's what they will do. Okay,
Shugs, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, who do you reckon's going to take it down?
I think Zayn's going to win because I think they're going to try and build up Owens' frustration, just get him so he's just so pissed off and maybe keep losing matches, not necessarily a losing run, but just get him so he's just so pissed that he just goes nuts.
Do you reckon we get another match between these guys at SummerSlam?
Yeah, because they're on the same roster now, so maybe some type of match, maybe a ladder match or a cage match or something, or a last man standing match maybe. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be last man standing or like an Iron Man match or something.
A Montreal street fight, which is probably just
Yeah.
Do you know? I reckon if we're gonna have a stip match with them, I reckon it'll be a lumberjack. I reckon they'll go lumberjack. Yeah, that's what they'll do.
That sounds like the way WWE would fucking think as well. Oh god. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next on the card we have Sasha Banks and a partner to be determined against Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Shugs, who do you reckon Sasha Banks' partner is gonna be?
I don't know, someone like Trish Stratus or some shit like that. I don't reckon it's gonna be anyone off the roster. It's gonna be someone outside, and I don't think they're gonna do a call up for Bayley or something like that. So it's going to be someone outside.
So, Trish. What do you reckon, Brady?
I hadn't thought about that, but now I'm thinking that is a top shout. That is real good. I think it could be Lita. She's still in the business. She's still in the company. Yeah. I was originally just going to say Bayley. I just think it will be. I just think this is the time to call her up. Plus, I think whoever it is going to go to SmackDown because that roster on SmackDown is so thin. So Lynch needs someone to fight. I reckon it's Bayley.
Okay, well, we'll soon find out. But Brady, who do you reckon takes the match down?
Banks and Mystery Lady.
Yeah. Shugs?
Yeah, same.
The New Day versus the Wyatts. Now, the New Day are still as a collective, but the Wyatt family are broken up. So Bray Wyatt's going it alone with Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's on Raw.
Yeah, Rowan's still on
SmackDown. Where I assume when Luke Harper comes back, he'll probably be on Raw. So with the new deletion, which we saw, that madness. Obviously, this is going to be the blow off. So, Shugs, who do you reckon is going to take this one down? It's no title. There's no titles on the line. So.
I reckon Wyatt's going to win then.
Yeah,
if it's not a title match.
Yeah, I agree. Brady?
I think I'm going to go New Day. I think something weird will happen with the Wyatts. Maybe I don't know. See why they'd be bothered. That they've been split up because they can still fight. As a unit, so to speak. But I can see some kind of shenanigans. So I'm going to go New Day. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Strowman. Get rid of that singlet, man. He is huge. He should just get some he should genuinely just get some trunks or something, just so he looks absolutely massive, a bit like Brock when he first in 2002.
Yeah, I feel you with that one. Right, next we have Rusev Machka facing off against Zack Ryder United States Championship. Brady, who takes this one down?
Rusev, I think, will still take this one, though. it'll be a good match. I think that'll be a genuinely good match.
I think they'll do the whole underdog thing, and then Zack Ryder will come from behind strong, and then all of a sudden it's just that sabot kick in your face, and then the extended accolade, where he just bends you up.
I love that.
Just fucking bend you up. Shugs.
I just think like it doesn't really make sense this match because like Rusev just batters him all the time, so I just think Rusev's just gonna batter him again.
Rusev, Lana, she doesn't look all traditional no more. No. I see her in camo and shit.
Yeah, that was weird. That was basically the polar opposite of what she would have worn, like at the start. So weird.
Exactly. So the Miz, Shugs against Darren Young. Let's make Darren Young great again. Who takes that one down? IC strap on the line.
I think Miz will retain. I think it's like too early for Darren Young to just come back and win.
Do you reckon? Bob Backlund? I said it properly. Bob Backlund. He goes crazy and puts the Miz in the chicken wing and gets disqualified.
Yeah, maybe he'll get him disqualified, and that's why he loses. Yeah,
that would be joke. And then he gets another shot on. No, there's no other shot because they're both on separate shows. That's the end of it. Right. So. Becky Lynch, Natalya. I've liked this feud.
I haven't. I haven't enjoyed this one. How come you've enjoyed it, Kenny? Like, what fans?
Just for what it's done for Natalya. She's just not being that cookie cutter, I'm Tyson's wife kind of thing. Like she's different. She's actually going out of her way to like just fuck her up. Any chance she gets, she just goes out of her way to fuck her up. Like, and I like that with any heel. You just go out of your way to kick some ass, and you don't have to. Someone asks you a question about it, just don't answer them. Just don't answer them. I just fucked her up. That's it. End of story. Done. Like, so I suppose that's why I've liked it, just because what it's done for Natalya, not so much for Becky Lynch, because anyone who's her friend just fucks her over.
She's a new Sting, isn't she?
Yeah,
She's the female Sting, which I really like as a story, actually. Like, eventually, when she gets the title, it's going to be so good.
I just wanted this to build up for her to snap. Just snap. Just snap and put somewhere in the disarmer and just don't let them go, like a la Bret Hart and fucking Jerry King Lawler, the sharpshooter. Just don't let him go. Who takes this down, Brady?
I'm going to say Lynch. I think she just gains way more by winning than Natalya does.
Okay. Shugs?
I think Natalya's going to win. Just like beat her down.
See, I think so too, and the reason why I think so is because they're both on the same show, and I think that Becky Lynch will get her own back on SmackDown. So yeah, okay. What we got left? We got John Cena and Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the Club, AJ Styles, and Gallows and Anderson. Shugs, what do you reckon is going to happen here?
I think the Club win with shenanigans.
The Club with shenanigans. Yeah, I have to agree with that as well, because I feel like they're gonna go. They're gonna separate into each other's programs on the respective shows, and something has to happen. Like AJ has to pin. No, AJ's already pinned Cena, but something has to happen. Like for instance, say if John Cena and them win, AJ just goes nuts and just F's up John Cena for then obviously Cena to want to get his own back.
Beat up John Cena, mate. That's what it's all about.
Beat up John Cena, or Cena wins and then he says, AJ, look, I've beaten you. Let's have another match so I can beat you properly. But either way, I reckon the Club. I reckon the Club's gonna take it down. Brady.
I disagree. I think Cena, Enzo, and Cass are taking this one down. I can see though. I think they'll win. Cena will get the pin on probably Gallows, and then the Club will beat up John Cena, and then that'll be the end of they'll beat up Enzo. Enzo will be dead. Cena will superpower Gallows, and then at the end the Club will come in and beat him up. Even though Cena won, I reckon. By the way, the segment that they had and New Day and Wyatt's on Raw, I thought was the best segment in ages. I absolutely loved it. Like,
bro, I thought that was way too long.
I was laughing through the whole promos.
Dead.
I thought the match was good. I really enjoyed it. Real good. And I thought Carl Anderson was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Anderson's joke.
Yeah, Anderson's sick.
When he's on about my Asian wife.
Yeah. Talk about chemistry. I tell you who's got chemistry. Like, he's just great. Like, he needs more mic time. Like, have you listened to Talking Shop with Jericho? Did Talking Shop with Gallows and Anderson? Amazing. I was laughing the whole way through.
Gallows is fucking funny as well.
Funny. His voice is funny because he's so big. He's like a little tiny man strapped inside him. Like, that's just his show.
Shugs, what do you reckon? Who's going to take that now?
I hope the club win. Because I think that'll be better for storyline. Because, like, I'm just fed up with John Cena winning. I don't think he needs to win another match for the rest of his career.
No, I feel you with that one. All right, so main event time, man. Main event. So
have you seen this motherfucker came back already?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, on a house show. Or something.
Yeah.
This prick. Why did they let him come back on a house show?
Basically, the day his thing was over, they let him come back.
Fucking hell.
To vet, if he's going to have a match with, like, these two who are super good, he's going to have, like, at least a match, like, in practice, I would say.
Well, apparently the dirt sheets are saying Vince is vexed with him.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Super vexed with him.
Yeah, but they gave him everything, and he, like, completely screwed him over. Like, there's no one... He's like when Brock Lesnar left in 2004, did he leave? It's like that, but worse. Like, he's screwed him over while still part of the company. Like,
and whilst on top.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He had everything. Like, they literally gave him the biggest build. I didn't dislike Roman as much as everyone else, I don't think. But I think he's such an idiot. Like, he's screwed himself and he screwed the company. I don't think he deserves to be a top guy anymore. Like, I don't think he does at all.
Oh, man. Right, let me just get this cat in. Let me just get Emrod in quickly, because this guy is... Shugs, what are you yamming?
Nothing, man. I'm tidying.
He's tidying whilst he's doing this.
Yo, while he's coming in, do you want me to shoot you my prediction for this match?
Yeah.
Right. Double pin on Roman, Seth, and Ambrose, 100%. I'll bet real good money on that happening.
Wait, say that again?
So, double pin on Roman, Seth, and Dean at the same time. Split the titles. There you go. That's what's going to happen. Definitely.
Wow.
I reckon maybe Dirty Deeds, Seth maybe does the Phoenix Splash, and they both sort of like limp into a cover.
So you reckon it's a dusty finish, some bullshit?
Yeah, that's 100%. This ain't getting clean. I don't think. I do not think this is clean. Some craziness is gonna happen, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with a double pin personally.
For me personally, Ambrose needs to come out of the. Ambrose just needs to win and win clean, and he needs to do it on Roman. Like, he needs to win and win clean, and then Rollins still has something and just says, "Look, I never got pinned in the match." Blah blah blah, and he's still got something to go with, like, or something else happens, like, for instance, Rollins gets like the pedigree on Ambrose, and then fucking Reigns pushes him out the way. Reigns tries to go for a spear on Ambrose. Ambrose jumps out of the way. Dirty Deeds 1, 2, 3, and then Rollins can just run with it and just be like, "Oh, you stopped me from winning the title." Just something for them to carry on a program after. But man, Shugs, if Ambrose don't win this, fuck knows, man.
I think that they're gonna punish Reigns in the match, so he's just gonna get effed up in the match, and he's gonna look like a piece of shit. That's what I think. Yeah. Or they're gonna go the complete opposite way, and he's gonna win and go heel. But like, imagine that.
There's no way. There's no way Roman Reigns can come out of this without being a heel. Emrod, he has made it onto the show. This motherfucker overslept.
But now I'm ready, willing, and still not able to open my eyes.
Oh my days. How are you, Emrod?
I'm alright. Again, I apologize for the oversleeping. The alarm went off, and I just didn't wake up.
He just kicked it. He just kicked it out of the way.
That's right.
Oh man. Right, well, we'll come to you in a sec with your picks, but we're just talking about the main event, so you can chime in on that in a minute. If Ambrose doesn't win this, if Roman Reigns doesn't come out of this as a heel, what are WWE doing?
you not think, when you said that like you think Ambrose has to win this? I don't think he does have to win this. I thought he did fine. He didn't lose on Raw, so to speak, and he won clean on SmackDown.
But it hasn't been a strong run. It just makes him look like a guy that's just been given the belt and that's
I
it.
thought
Like
he looked quite strong though. I think he's looked pretty good.
See,
I don't think he's looked bad.
Long enough.
I think he got a good. I don't think he's been long enough, no. But that's why I think he'll basically this title will just become 2 titles. It's going to be 2 titles at some point, and I think they'll go for it straight up, like straight away. Yeah.
Emrod, what's your prediction for the match between Ambrose, Rollins, and Roman Reigns?
Oh, it's I really, really hate it, but they're probably gonna just give it back to Reigns.
No.
They don't want to. They just do not want to give up their hopes and dreams on Roman Reigns being the next John Cena. They cannot do it. They just won't do it. It's sad,
don't know, man.
But it's like Vince. You hear all this talk that Vince is upset with him, but it's probably still not going to change the fact that he sees money in the kid, and he wants to put that rocket right on his back and then just shoot it up, even if there's drugs coming out of the back of that rocket.
This guy is gonna get booed the fuck. Everywhere he goes, he's just gonna get booed even worse than he was before.
And you know what? I think Vince has like some sort of machine that generates the boos and then cranks out cheers, so he thinks it's the opposite reaction. I don't know.
Oh man, that's some bullshit.
It is.
Shugs, who did you say you reckon you thought would win?
I think they're going to go one way or the other. So they're either going to give it back to him and he wins and he's just like the biggest heel and that'll probably be good. Or they're just going to he's just going to look like an absolute piece of shit in the match.
If he wins and he does turn heel and he comes out the next night on Raw and busses one sick promo, and he's just himself, no lines given to him, he's just himself, come off a little bit ghetto like the Usos do sometimes and just go for it. I would rate him if he did that. If he'd come out and did that and just looked at, and even if he came out and said, look, I've been a puppet for way too long, basically just come out and say, you see this? Tear up some script or whatever, just tear up something and be like, no, I'm gonna shoot from the hip, just roll it out, say what he's got to say. It probably won't happen, it's wishful thinking, but he needs to just come out and just be like a proper prick, just come out and be not Kevin Owens kind of prick, because that shit suits Kevin Owens, but he just needs to be a cocky prick, you know what I mean? All right, so before we go to a break, Emrod, just run through your predictions real quick. Usos against Breezango. Who's winning?
Usos.
All right. Sasha and Mystery Partner versus Dana Brooke and Charlotte.
Sasha and Mystery Partner, who I think is going to be Bayley.
Wyatt's versus New Day.
Oh, this one's a tough one. But I say give it to the Wyatts. I mean, the titles aren't on the line, so just give it to the Wyatts. They need it more.
Okay. Who else? What's this? Okay. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Sami Zayn, where even though it won't be over, like they're saying it's gonna be, but yeah, Sami Zayn.
Miz versus Darren Young.
It's a tough one. They've been trying to push Darren Young, but I'd go Miz.
Rusev versus Zack Ryder.
Rusev.
Natalya versus Becky Lynch.
Becky.
And the Club versus Enzo and Cass and Cena.
Oh, I have this inkling feeling that John Cena and Enzo and Cass are going to take this one.
All right, there you go. We're not going to go to a break. We're not going to bother because we're actually near the end of the show. So what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off with Shugs Stunners. So Shugs, so let's go Jobber of the Week.
SmackDown.
Oh, yes. That is some shade
SmackDown.
right there, man. That is some shade. I love it.
SmackDown. I love that shit. All right. Move of the week. Kalisto.
That also
Kalisto running into the interview, just going
Dang, man.
And wrestler of the week.
I'm gonna say Finn Balor, losing to Nakamura, but still getting that draft pick. So he's just he's just been put there already. He's like a top star without doing anything.
He's that number three pick. Yeah. All right. That's it, people. That's the end of the show. Emrod just came in. Air Force One just came just straight away, quick time, dropped him off so he could give us his predictions. But Emrod, I got to get you on the show properly, so make sure you're awake next week, please.
I want to make sure that my alarm clock doesn't start jobbing out, you know. It was busy trying to do some lucha things, you know.
Okay, Brady, let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter,
You can
please.
find me at tbrady94. You can also find me over at Segue TV, which will be on after this. And also, hopefully, soon on the Big Slam. Check out their episode this week, because the Apter Cup, as I say, will be mine.
Nah, man, don't even start that shit, because I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
We just got to bring down Billy.
Yeah.
Big old Billy.
Bill. All right, Shugs, let the people know where they cannot find you on the Twitter, because you're ghosting.
Exactly.
Literally.
I'm still ghosting. I may post something on Sunday Segue, and I may read it, but that's it.
How can this cat, right, just have Facebook for like since 2010, not post nothing since 2010, and then all of a sudden this guy pops up on Sunday Segue Live on Facebook and starts trying to rinse me?
That's how he does it.
That's how he does it. He's just like, yeah, he just needs to cream his shoulders. I'm like, fuck you. He tried to not even delete the comment. Delete. Oh my God, Senor Benjamin. Emrod, let them know where they can find you on Twitter, my friend.
You can find me at Mr. President 92. That's pretty much where I'm at. Sometimes I just Shugs, we're good. It's what we do.
Yeah, you can follow me as at Kinny Killa. That's Killa. Obviously, follow us on the Segue at Sunday Segue SEGUE. Right, so guys, next week we will be joined by the Air Force One, Professor Michael Rodrigues, and we will also, or shall I say, Mr. President Michael Rodrigues. We will also be joined, hopefully, by Fame Black. Hopefully, if he's about. But nevertheless, Shugs will also be here next week. And yeah, make sure you check us out on the flip side. Sunday Segue TV episode. Which episode is it, Brady?
173, was it?
No, Segue TV.
Segue TV 22, I believe.
22. Check us out on the flip side. Bring you the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling, talking about days 1 and 2 of the G1 climax. Yeah, that's it, people. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo!